and we'll see you next video. Okie dokie, we just finished making the pickup single coils versus humbuckers, and now I am off of the sound system. I'm going to show you all this stuff. I'm just talking into the camera's microphone. Okay, so now stick around, we're coming right back. Folks, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs, the guitar channel for the self-taught. Here we are, we're back here in our little studio. We just finished making the single coil versus humbucker pickup video. And so now we're going to go behind the scenes and take a look at what it's like to make these videos. Okay, it's pretty interesting actually. In this video thing, I'm brand new, or audio, sorry, brand new to that. And you're going to watch me mix that and mix it into the video and all this fun stuff, then put it onto YouTube, and there it is. So, first thing first though, it starts with content. Content. It's just, sometimes it's brain-racking, nerve-wracking, whatever it is, tongue-tying, bewildering. Content is tough, and you got to come up with new stuff every video, and you got to try to make it interesting for everybody that's watching, hopefully that you can. Now you'll see once I back the camera away, I have my little cheat sheets down here in front of me. Okay, so we're using a new video editor. I began using the YouTube video editing software. Then I moved on to something called Pinnacle, which is what I've been using for my past several videos. And now for the audio, I'm using something called Audacity. Okay. So we're going to be using all of this software to put all of these videos together and all that stuff on it. So now I'm going to show you really quickly. Here's my new little lavalier microphone. This is my little lapel mic. I've got it inside my shirt. I'll go ahead and unbutton. And I'll take the guitar off. So there is my lapel mic. There it is. That's what I used on the last video. I'm not using it on this video. Now I'm going to show you the sound stuff. So now we move on. Here we have the Zoom H4n with the lavalier mic plugged into it. This is the thing that plugs into. This thing caused me more dang trouble. Just figuring out how to get the right microphone to plug into those XLR inputs that will work. Just amazing what I had to go through to get that. So as you can see, I have it right next to the Marshall, about 8 inches away, 8 to 12 inches away. And then I'm speaking into the lapel mic. So, alright guys, now it's time to start editing, and this is where the fun begins. We'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so here we are now. We have just shot this scene right there, the up angle from where I was sitting. I've loaded it onto the computer. Now I've got the memory chip back in the camera, and that's what we're watching. So now what I'm about to do is connect the H4n machine. I'm about to connect the audio. So I have loaded the audio onto, or the video onto the computer, and now I'm about to put the audio, hooking the USB up to the computer, and it's connected. And we did this 4-channel stereo, folder 1. And what do we have? We have both files, and that's good. That's good. As I'm going to copy this and put it on the desktop. Okay, now I'm in a program, the program called Audacity. I have, I believe, successfully uploaded my stuff, both the video and audio. And so now we are going to import our audio and see where we're at. Okay, so I uploaded the audio, and this is it. You can see it right here. And I merged it. I had to do this with the camera off. I'm sorry guys, I just didn't think of it. I had to really concentrate on this. It's only the second time I've done it. First time was just practice. But anyway, so I had made two of the tracks were in stereo. One was in mono. Okay, so I took those stereo tracks and I reduced those to mono. Then I merged both of those mono tracks to one track because I have to do that for the film. The video editing, which we're going to go to next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this file right there, which I renamed, and put it on my desktop. It's right here. It's called Hum Coil, and I'm going to upload both this and my other stuff that's in here, the video. Okay, so I'm going to upload that. Both of those together, and then I'm going to sync those together too, and it'll just be one track plus text. So you'll see it when we get there, and we'll be back in just a second here and we'll take a look at that. Okay, well I hope I just saved that WAV file correctly. Now I'm opening Pinnacle Studio. This is the video editor. This thing takes a while to boot up. But I'm going to merge both the audio and video together, or I'm going to try to. I'm going to sync them. And then I'm going to edit. So all of this stuff just to edit. So now once this thing comes up here, we're going to import these files. Okay, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to import. And this is going to start what's called a project bin. Okay, so now it's asking me from where do I want to import. Okay, this is the video. Import that one, so let's bring it in. This is a long video. Pre-edit, it's darn near a half hour. Okay, now we're looking, what you're looking at, this is the Hum Coil audio file. This is the video. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag this into track 2. Okay, that? Now you see this bar here going, it's from like this yellowish color to green, and that is what's called rendering. Now as soon as it's done doing that, I'm going to drag the audio file, which is just right up here. Let me show you. There it is, right there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it down to this track right there, and then I'm going to sync them together. Now we'll have both the audio that was recorded from the H4n onto Audacity, where I reduced them to one track, which is right there. It's called humcoil.wave. That's humbucker single coil. So I'm going to combine that to the video, and then I'm going to edit the video. Okay, I did not shoot it in order, so this is just going to be a whole lot of fun not to edit that video, but it should come out pretty cool. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, guys. I listened to a little bit of the audio, and I noticed I was kind of yelling into the lav mic. I apologize for that. So, but that's where we're at, and we'll be back in just a minute, or just a second. Okay, guys. Again, this is like the first or second time I've done this, so I had to really concentrate on this. So unfortunately, I didn't video this because I just didn't want to take up tons of time. Anyway. I have successfully merged the audio to the video. Check it out. Audio and video. Alright guys, so let's get started. We're going to there we go. So that's combination of the condenser mics and these. so you can hear me. Let me rewind that just a second. You'll hear me talk and play just together. Okay, now let's hear how none of that sounds distorted to me. Let's hear harder rock. There's that crunch channel.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
And as you saw, this thing is right in front of the amp, and that amp was not at a quiet volume. It wasn't super loud, but it was louder than bedroom volume. So it did not distort or clip out those microphones. Sounds good.
And that was ending on the bridge pickup.
Nice. That's a merge of lapel and guitar. Very cool. Well, we have a minor problem here, and that is volume level. Watch.
Humbuckers and single coils. Different types of single coils, two different types of single coil guitars. Stick around.
In a second, I'm going to show you how I put text in there. Listen to the volume drop.
Well, howdy folks.
You can see the sound waves, and then you can see the sound waves here.
Self-taught, what does that mean? It just means we really...
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I put text in. Now, you always see at the beginning of my videos, the thing says Rock Hard Riffs, right? So it's going to go right... Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go right here, but I need to click on this track to make it active. So now I'm going to increase the length of time it is, and I'm going to move it a little over here because I put in a thing called a transition. You'll see what that is. Right now it's rendering, right? When this disappears, it's rendered. Transition. Text. It's reading that green. Okay, now I'm going to text. Okay, so we had that pre-made. Mrs. Beans did that. Now I'm going to enter some more text in here. Okay, so I'm going to bold, italicize, or italicize. Okay, people have some problem with Comic Sans. Why, I don't know, but here we go. We're going to go to a size 28 font. Now we're going to take this little box and grab it and move it right here. Then we go up to here, to the right. I'm right here. I'm going to backspace all of this, and I'm going to enter text. With Mo Beans. And then we click OK. And there it is. Now I'm going to, again, increase the size of this box. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it over so there's a gap between these, right? We want a little bit of a gap. Now again, it's rendering. Okay, good. Now move the playhead right here. And we're going to put in more text. We're going to name this video, we're going to call it Humbuckers and Single Coils. What's the difference? Okay, so we bold, italicize. I'm going to leave it right in the middle. I'm not going to move it. Let's go back with I like the Comic Sans. It says that don't take yourself all that seriously, even though the information you're giving is good. Okay, so let's see. Increase that font. Let's go to 60. It's still a little big. Let's go to 48 and see what that does. Okay, so now I'm back up here. Humbuckers. Oops. And let's get some capitals in there. Listen to yep. Humbuckers and single coils, listen to the difference. And we're good. Again, there's a little bit of space there. Now I'm going to put in a transition right here. You're going to watch me do it now this time. Okay, let's look at what blocks sliding looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to take that and we drag it to the top corner of this track, if you want to call it that. That's done rendering, and let's see what it looks like. My audio is going to be screwed up. Here comes Mo Beans. And the title of the video. And here comes a transition. There you go. So now I'm just going to start editing stuff. That really bums me out about the audio, but I know how to increase it. I'm going to increase it in Audacity next time. Believe it or not, though, I am going to put this on once I'm finished with it. So, alright, see you back in a sec. So as you can see, I'm still here editing. This has been a fun one. My rear end can't sit here like this for too long because my base of my spine, I have like 6 pinched nerves at the base of my spine. I take painkillers, but it only does so much.
And pretty much just going to use the bridge pickup on that, okay?
Okay, so I'm looking what to cut off of this. If there's any junk, let's watch this again from the very beginning. Yep, there is. Right to there. Now, just a little bit further. Okay. Now what I do is I just take this little razor blade. You can see this is orange. It's highlighted. This little razor blade, it cuts these scenes apart from each other. Now I'm going to just highlight this one, right click on it, and delete that. So now I'm going to move the playhead right to there, and it starts right where I want it.
Okay, now we're going to go in over
there we go.
1, and pretty much just going to use the...
Okay, now I'm going to close this gap. Close gap. Playhead. I'm going to put a transition right here. You're going to love this. This is cool. Okay, so watch this.
Okay, now we're
there you go.
Going to overdrive 1, and pretty much just going to use the bridge pickup on that. Okay?
So that's where I'm at. Still working at it. Back in a sec. Oh my, we're still editing. I had a complete computer meltdown. It just froze. It's just too much. I don't think this computer is quite powerful enough for what I'm doing. But we're getting along there, so we're still working on it. Getting close to the end now. Okie dokie, folks. We are in the home stretch here. Finished all the editing. And now I'm exporting it, excuse me, to my desktop. Now, unfortunately, sometimes around this point, the computer freezes. Once I was moving a little too fast through Pinnacle, and it locked up, and I've had an error ever since. Now, this thing, again, like I said earlier, shut down on me. It's just too much for the computer to handle, I guess. So, that's where we're at. Now, hopefully this thing will not have that error while we're doing this, while we're exporting it, and then I'll upload it to YouTube, and away we go. So just hope and a prayer. Alright folks, see you in a second again. Okay, guess what, guys? It's done going to the desktop. Let's take a look at it.
And single coils, different types of single coils, 2 different types of single coil guitars.
Well, you don't see the microphone down there. The volumes, you know, the learning experience, learning curve, whatever. I know to make sure to increase the volume in the future. It's probably going to drive people nuts when they watch it. Gosh, what a difference in volume. But you don't see it? And yeah, you see the microphone, don't you?
We really basically don't go over theory, that kind of thing. Just don't go over theory.
So I need to increase the input
today this is kind of
on the lapel mic.
new audio system, and video after
I was worried about bleed over from the amp onto that because it's an omnidirectional microphone, so it picks up in all directions. So, but I'm going to turn the input volume of that up. So I did it. My first time using new audio. This was right now the time. I want to show you here if the clock, you can see that clock. See it says 6:20. That's 6:20 p.m. Saturday. I started this at noon today. Now that includes writing out stuff and kind of like storyboarding it, if you want to call it that. But I've been working on this since noon, so that's 6 hours and 20 minutes. I took maybe a 10-minute break to eat dinner. So, yay. Pretty cool, huh? So hopefully you've learned something out of this, how I make my videos anyway. I'm sure that other guys are far more efficient than I am. I'm so new to all of this. But I definitely enjoy it. It's cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it, though it is very hard on my back to sit like I am. So I'm going to have to lay down for the rest of the night. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. This was cool. So I truly hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, guys. If you watch this, maybe now you realize, or you see, and I do too, how much work goes into these things. So please subscribe, and we'll see you next video.